3 on March 22nd in the afternoon at Pacific time. I'm putting the time zone in because things seem to be happening pretty quickly. And I've been watching the news along with lots of others. It's the indictment watch time. Maybe that the special counsel might be the first to indict. We'll see. There's blockage for Trump's people. Lawyers are trying to block all the 3 active cases that are happening as they move forward to getting a decision for indictment and charging. So let's see what we have. So in this one, pink pants, yellow shirt will represent Donald. Green shirt, blue pants, Bray doll will represent Jack Smith. The purple cube will represent the DOJ. And let's see what happens. Just as a backdrop, I've done a reading that I haven't shown. My guess is that between the indictments, it's a fluid situation. It's also a fluid situation as to what shape Trump will be in. The latest reporting is, he's all excited, talking about his perp walk, whatever, all this stuff. He hasn't, because he creates his own reality, and when you actually are charged and you have the potential to have restricted movement, he doesn't sound like somebody who's in reality and doesn't understand that he can control his own reality. So there's kind of what I've seen is they don't know what shape he's going to be in and if he's going to represent a danger. So we have that. Trump is basically a fluid situation. And the other fluid situation is Georgia, New York, Manhattan, Georgia, or the federal case with the special counsel Jack Smith. All of them are encountering their own different hurdles. Presently, there was a fast-tracked case through a panel of judges that might go to the Supreme Court that was on the crime fraud exception of whether Attorney Corcoran, who was basically prepared the paperwork for Trump last spring, that said that they had given that all of the documents, the classified materials, had been returned. So he has notes and others, and the Judge Howe, before she completed her term as chief judge, she made an order. This may or may not go to the Supreme Court. Lawyers feel it's not something the Supreme Court would usually take up. But nobody has seen the actual documents. The only thing we've seen in terms of records is there's just a little court note of what's happening because it's grand jury material. The contents of what the lawyers have filed is not available to the public. All right, here we go. Give us a look at this. What's going on? Okay. So this is live, and I don't have any time, and I don't take time to prepare it. So I am looking at this while I'm talking and trying to come up with an answer quickly. And sometimes I'm not that fast on the draw. So first we have Trump aligned right here in fire. Head first, surrendered. And it's almost like the fire is where your intention, your purpose, your design, your dreams. He has a dream. This might actually be a little scary. He has a dream. He's all here out in his own world. And it can also mean that he knows how to light up the fire. Although as this, and he's all by himself here, as it moves into earth on this spoke, and this is happening now, the angel is here, and the angel has been representing different characters. I'll move forward. I'll come back to here. Let's go visit Jack Smith. And here's Jack Smith, and here's the shell, one shell on top of the shell. It's almost like a yoga position, not really like surrendered and not really worried, but like reaching deep inside the shell. And that seems so funny. I think that's what he's doing, is reaching deep inside to draw out and arrive and find what he needs. He is in earth, which is a good sign. There's 4 coins here, and then there's a shell down in the middle, which shell up on top of a coin means you can take advantage of the opportunity. This is an up shell on top of a down shell. So he's trying to turn this around. He might have received a block, so there's something about returned it around. This is a really strange vignette here. We have the braided ring with the hummingbird, and in it the orc stone overlapped. It's almost like an infinity type of circle with the fire, which is the pearl of fire, which is really an analysis to this fire, but it can also mean very personal. This can mean I'm not quite sure what it is. There was some speculation by Andrew Wiseman that said because of this rush and this messaging, could be an aspect in this that was related to national security, because they had this panel of judges basically said you have to told Trump's attorney, brief us by midnight, and told the Jack Smith's team have the reply by 6 a.m. and they turned around a decision and basically said that the Trump's attorney's, Corcoran's material needs to be released to the grand jury. So there's something about a 3 here. Could be 3 days, which would be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And there's an aspect with this 3 days that's key. I'm wondering if they're worried about Waco, that this is like a infinity, can also mean like a return. They're worried about messages they've received about organization in Waco, and that is presenting some problem. The firestone is here in water, and the firestone and water things are unclear, or this could also be right here that what's happening may be that Trump is drawing public opinion or drawing basically groups for the Waco, something that could happen in 3 days. This is also very worrisome here, is that this is a whip, and what is this? A beetle. And the crab is here, a little bit over here, and the mountain stone is here, like the power. Over here is would represent a female getting focus, attention on a female, and aligned with a purpose. And there's two microphones coming off here, and one of the microphones is in the genie ring. Whatever's happening, like what would be a secret is the deep water stone. Whatever's happening is close to coming home here on Earth. This is the Wedame that's also coming home in Earth. This would represent the DOJ that would be in touch with what's happening. The nature stone here could represent the chaos that's in the deep water or secrets. I don't know what the crab is. I'll have to look more into what that could mean. But I would say there may be something about 3 days allows a platform of power. Here's the key under the 3 days. They're around to get hearts and minds. Trump might be out here in his vision because he believes that Waco, this planned event in Waco on Saturday, could be a turning point for him. But I don't really understand the beetle meaning here or the crab meaning here. Well, we'll tune in later. That's it. Quick look.